No position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to the home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the USC Trojans, taking on the winners of 10 straight, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Nittany Lions will put total weather to crank us up. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Action on first down. Steps to his left, out of the pocket. Got room at the 35. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And after success like that on the bootleg, that's going to change the way the defense plays now. Every single time from here on out, when the quarterback hands it off, they're going to have to leave a defender, a defensive end, or a linebacker outside just in case he decides to keep it. It's a positive play offensively, but it also now changes the way this defense is going to try and play the rest of the game.
The give to the left side. He finds enough daylight and gets it out across the 45, out of bounds at the 47, and a big run there.
There's nothing better than opening drive, coming out as an away team. Everybody's got all that excitement, all that energy, and being able to run the football and physically exert yourself to start a football game.
To the ground, he's got it again. You'll take this every time, 5 yards on the first down play.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They'll run the option. Shakes off the defender. He'll be stopped at the 44, knocked out of bounds there.
Nice job by this defense, stringing along the option, not letting him make a decision right away, and that's why they could corral to the football, get him on the ground, and make sure that option didn't get a big gain.
The decibel meter's about to explode. One of the great environments, wide out level noise. Back to pass, it's Baker. Snagged out of the air. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so.
There he goes. Got enough for the first down and wants more. Touchdown, Southern Cal. Once he got some room, it was over.
And every team has their script, and they want to get the game off on this foot, and they want to make sure that they have balance and get these plays in and assert the line of scrimmage. Run the football, and they do. They create the explosive run, and they open this football game with a touchdown.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the direct snap, it's Hayes. Slithers into space. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
On the direct snap, it's Hayes. And he tried to string out that run, but there was nowhere to turn it upfield, and he's forced out of bounds for a loss. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Oh, they're after him. Got his man downfield. Running on the Jets. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game. Mark it at the 47. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Gonna run it, it's Hill. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
The Nittany Lions come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. The Nittany Lions have this offense rolling. They'll go with a direct snap. Runs through the tackle. They're just trying to flex the muscle. They get him down at the 34 after a pickup of 4. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. The short hands, it's Smith. At the 20, he's got space. Couldn't quite get it into the end zone. He goes out of bounds at the 3, but they are in business.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football. Man, it has been a long drive offensively. I just feel like you got to pay this off and be aggressive. You're down close. Punch it in for a touchdown here, Pollack.
Yeah, and inside the 3-yard line, I think I might try to finish this off with a touchdown. I ate up a ton of clock, wore these guys out. Now they'd have to go the length of the field if I missed.
They'll unleash the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. Trying to get closer, and they knock it free. And they put it on the deck, but it gets out of bounds to avoid the turnover. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. They are pinned deep in their own territory. They'll snap it from their own 4 to start the drive. They'll go to the ground. Gives them a little more breathing room. A 3-yard gain out to the 7.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Follows that surge up front. He's got 5 out to the 13.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. On the option. Now the toss. He goes out of bounds, couple yards short of the 20. They'll mark it at the 18.
And you kind of thought in that situation QB might keep it, but makes the right read. Gets it to the pitch man, and what does he do? Gets downhill. Get downhill and get that first down. New set of downs. Nice execution on the option by this offense.
The Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. Scanning the field, it's Baker. Gets it out fast. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looking to throw on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
This should be the last play of the quarter. Defense wants to bring the heat. Misfired on 1st down, back to the air on 2nd. Wide open downfield. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this 1st period. That's the end of the period, and USC has the lead. And we've come to the end of 1, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the 2nd. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. On the direct snap, it's Kruger. They finally make the stop, but the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play. For all of the star quality that USC has been built on, good offensive line, strong running game has always been a hallmark.
No doubt about it. I think they're built on, you know, the passing game and explosive playmakers out wide, but they've always had that balance at USC. You got to have a little bit of the boring to go with the glitz and the glamour.
Quick release by the QB. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Quickly complete. Got some room headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Trojans. A great catch and run for 6.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. And it seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Motion from the back. On the snap, it's screen. Here comes the heat. That one falls incomplete. They reached into the bag of tricks on 1st down and couldn't pull it off.
Nice job recognizing the route defensively there. As soon as that ball was thrown, that defender knew exactly who he was going to, and he was able to make the tackle at the perfect time. No gain on that one.
2nd and 10. He'll throw again. Got a man. It's Marsh. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
These slot receivers are being featured and highlighted in every great offense in college football. You find guys with that kind of speed, and now you isolate them on safeties, on linebackers, and big plays follow.
Unleashes it. Right on the money. There he goes. Touchdown, Penn State. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Here's a heat. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And the big defensive tackle getting off the rock. Nice job seeing play action, understand his pass, beats the guard, gets to the quarterback, and gets the QB on the ground.
And the Trojans have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. To the air, it's Baker. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And that was a big objective for this defense coming in the game. Talking to coaches, we want to keep him in the pocket. We don't want him to use his wheels. He's fast, he's elusive, can make big plays. Nice job by the defense keeping him in the pocket and getting the sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Right on the money. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang. The Trojans decide to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. First one of the day is on its way, and he's been sort of scarce around here, only called on 1 time in that loss last week. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Breaks into the open. Rumbles all the way down to the 6-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and he gives him a 1st and goal.
And how about the big play by this running back? Nice job running with the football. Good balance. Seeing where he needed to go with the football. Finishing the run. He gets knocked out of bounds. But how about this offense set up now on 1st and goal?
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Direct snap. It's Hayes. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Quarterback looks for a little space. Sneak gets it done.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. Bowling Green is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. They're trailing by just 4 to Rutgers. That's where things stand right now, and of course, if the script is flipped, you will hear about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. To throw, it's Baker. Complete with conviction on the crosser. Stopped at the 24-yard line after the 10-yard gain.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route running all the way across the field. The DB just can't stay with him because of his speed, and as a result, they give up a big one.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Looking to throw on first down. He's got his man. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. And the Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
They'll put it in play from the 40 on 1st and 10. To the air, it's Baker. Fires to the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
And listen, you get zone coverage and you can hit that curl route and he comes open continually. Keep hitting it. This might be a play to come back to.
Ball marked at the 26. It's 1st and 10. Makes the grab. It's Kruger. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Line getting set on 2nd down. Sends it back in motion. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Hauls it in. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows. He can run slants. He can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Kruger. He'll pitch it. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Touchdown USC! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. On the direct snap, it's Hill. It'll fall incomplete. A little creativity on first down, but it doesn't work. It'll be second down.
That was a nice catch right near the line of scrimmage. Man, you want to get some yak after the catch and try to make a play, but that defense was right on him, got him on the ground too quick.
And they are knocked down way behind the line of scrimmage as the defense declaws the Wildcat.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps, everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. Third down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. On the move. And after that short game, they'll head to the locker room for halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Trojans will boot it away to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is
turning it on. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Cut. Nittany Lions. The extra point here would tie the game. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
Well, we may have a situation here. We might have points, more points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, tune up that much yardage. Defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
They opened up this drive, getting all the way out to the 35, and now it's first down again. Back to throw, it's Baker. Get it out on the screen. They've got him now. He almost picked up that first down on the screen.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
And the Trojans have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Goes to the option. Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. He picks it up, still on his feet.
And those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football, you stick the quarterback, and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again, and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
These old girders are rocking on 3rd down here at Beaver Stadium. From the gun, wants to pass. The throw. Just a Barishnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
A run for the quarterback. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Trojans trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass on 2nd down. Finds his big tight end.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
And the Trojans will snap it on 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Baker. Dances away. He'll try to do it himself. Couldn't quite get the huge play on that one, but he goes out of bounds at the 37.
Really nowhere for the quarterback to go that time. I like the idea of letting him try to run with it, but no opportunity to get up the field, so he just kept trying to use the speed going sideways. Defense took everything away, and a good decision by him to save a hit and just get out of bounds.
No chance to run, but they still move it forward.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Trojans lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. He'll keep it on the sneak.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
And the Trojans kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. They'll give it to the back. Able to pick up a couple down to the 27.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
The quick out. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
The Trojans come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. To the air, it's Baker. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give him a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
And the Trojans will try to move the chains on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Got his man. And tight coverage right there, but he makes the grab, and they've got it on the 11 and a red zone chance.
And that's a play that defense has got to be able to make, guys, right there on 4th down. You're in the 3rd quarter, 2nd half. You're playing at home, and it's a close game. You've got a huge opportunity to seize momentum. And you just get the feeling that that momentum is going to be a big factor here in the 2nd half. Someone had to step up and make a play, and they just couldn't get it done.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Trying to get rid of it. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
Really nice job by the defense. They knew the quarterback was outside the pocket. They were still able to get a hat on him just as he was trying to make that throw and force the incompletion.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to fire. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Looking to pass. It's Baker. It's complete. Touchdown, Trojans. They take the lead with the 6.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Bowling Green is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. They're trailing by 11 to Rutgers. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Hayes. Running into the open space. There he goes. He's all the way across the 40. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 41 in the running game, getting it done. There's No need to panic or anything, but this would be a really opportune time to put something together and try to take control of this game.
And sometimes you just come out as the favorite, and you're a little bit flat, and you expect to win. And sometimes that leads to slow starts, but I think if they can get that passion, that adrenaline, they get a little fired up right here, I think they'll take care of business.
And they just got to make a play. They just got to get something positive to happen here, sort of wake them up and then put another play back-to-back, and all of a sudden they get that momentum going. We know they've got the dudes. They've got the studs on both sides of the ball to win this football game. It just needs to start with one spark.
We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the snap, it's Green. Got the first down and more. He'll go out of bounds right at the 23-yard line.
And on second down, a lot of times, I don't know why, you just, as a defense, you go pass. You think passing situations, passing downs. Really good job by the offense, committing to the run game, not abandoning it, not getting yourself in a third down situation where you had to throw the football.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. Direct snap. It's Hayes. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They've started a pretty good drive. This will be the 7th play, but they need to convert 3rd and 5. Might be calling a hot route. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Fires into the end zone. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection.
On that 3rd down, they took a shot in the end zone, just couldn't connect. QB and receiver not on the same page, and now it's decision time if you're the head coach on 4th.
Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State.
The great thing about spreading a defense out, I can see where the blitz is coming from. I can see where they're weak. I can see my matchups. Nice job by the offense, spreading them out, taking advantage of their matchup, and getting in for the score.
And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the 3rd. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Kruger. Finds a little space. Solid run, picks up 6 and gets it to the 28.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet.
Oh, he's got some space. Gets enough for the first down, but not sure they'll get another play off here in the 3rd quarter. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the 4th all tied up. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Toss sweep. Try to get it outside to the right. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line after he picked up 4. There on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Not much room, a pickup of 2 down to the 28.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
I thought white noise was supposed to be relaxing. This is deafening on 3rd down. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
This defense so far, they've understood the mission. The mission is to get this fast, speedy quarterback on the ground. And they've got to him early, they've got to him often, and most importantly, they continue to get him on the ground and create these negative plays for this offense that creates a big hole for them.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Tie game here late in the 4th. They want to control the ball, and they're not going to punt it away. They'll go for it on 4th down. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, Nick?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive units.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Going with the ground game left. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Fires to the wideout. On target to the left. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Starting this drive like that is exactly what they had hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. Looking for a man. It's Baker. Makes the catch. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, I think for that play to work, you need to have some access, some cushion and coverage for the receiver to be able to do something with it after the catch. That time, the defender was just way too close, all over him, and he tackles him for no gain.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle, it's Lawson. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. This upset bid has been brewing since the start of the game, seemingly, and they are in a world of hurt at this moment, guys.
Yeah, keep the pedal to the floor, right? Don't let up. You've done a great job. You're the perceived underdog. You've taken control of this football game. Jesse, you got the formula right now. You got them right where you want them.
Yeah, they've thrown caution to the wind in this game, right, David? I mean, they came in knowing they'd have to take some chances and they'd have to be open and free, and it's worked to their advantage. Now's not the time to get tight if you're the underdog winning this game late.
Wants to throw again. Got it behind the line. It's Kruger. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
What's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where you can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Baker. It's complete. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
Next up, 6. That's a 1st down for the offense.
The Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Kruger. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Well, they're able to get the completion right now. You know the sense of urgency is up right here. They're in position to go win this game.
Yeah, and defensively, take your time getting off piles, make them eat clock, get in your defense really, really quickly, and make sure you don't give up any big plays by not being organized.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking up top, and time is of the essence. Pulls it in. It's Kruger. And he's almost to that 1st down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the 1st down. This big crowd in Happy Valley on 3rd down. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
And this offense does not come up big. Man, you needed that first down. And listen, the communication with this offense and the execution has left a little bit to be desired, and especially in a big moment right here when you had to have a score and you had to have the fourth down conversion.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. We'll see if they can dig one up that goes forward this time on second down from the 18. Looking for space, it's Hayes.
Really nice job stopping the run, but the problem is you have 0 timeouts left. You cannot stop the clock right now if you're the defense, so this has got to be excruciating for them. They know the offense is just going to take their time before they snap the ball.
Find some fresh air. He's out past the 35. There he goes. The 30. The 20. He's at the 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Penn State. You can see it on the sideline. They built a comfortable fourth-quarter lead, and they know they're going to go 11-0.
Well, they get the touchdown when they needed it most. That score now makes it a 2-possession game, and guys, with just seconds to go on the game clock, this thing is all but over.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Lawson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. These corners going to give these receivers some space. Dropping back. It's Baker. He wants a big play here late. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Takes it the other way. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Blasted as he lets it go. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open.
He's going for a big play downfield. Makes the catch. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Easy. On the direct snap, it's Hayes. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. And they take it in for 6 more points. That's what finishing the deal looks like. Build the lead in the fourth quarter and close in on 11 straight victories. Worked on the touchdown. Might as well do the same thing on the 2-point conversion. He gets all 8 points on that trip. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
And after this play, the cake will be baked. Corner's going to give them room. quarterback keeper. And not much picked up there, but that will do it for this one. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. And that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game, David. This was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses have evolved so much. They can do so many different things, and they know how to use their playmakers, get speed and space, make those big plays. So that's why offenses are ahead of defenses. In this game, it was no different.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.